Okay, this one is a new directory we're bringing out, Cannabis Contacts. It's for everybody in the cannabis industry, so everybody can find what they're looking for. This is a site as it looks at the moment. It's being upgraded. It's had 128,000 visitors in the last couple of years, and it works very simply. You click on categories, and then you click on your area. Now here, where it says South Africa, you'll have all the different areas around the country. Now, don't think of cannabis as being weed. Think of it as everything else, and it's much, much bigger than people realize. You've got all your vapes, your bongs, your growing, chocolate, sweets, coffees, a whole range of different herbs, soils for planting, nutritions. Look at all these edibles on the right-hand side. Measuring equipment, you've got people who grow cannabis. They're going to need all their equipment. This is organogrow, something we've got the sole rights for. More extraction equipment, and this can run into the millions. Setting up huge hemp farms. And here we've got on the top left-hand side more edibles, and we've got a full range of cosmetics, lots of herbal health products, hemp powder, vaporizers. And then you've got your complete clothing range, shoes, hats, clothes. That's going to be very big. And here's your commercial and industrial hemp. It's huge. Look at all the different categories there are there. There's 100 and odd just on the commercial side. They create things like this rug at the bottom, flooring, and at the top, that's what they use in wine cellars. There's houses made out of hempcrete because it's 10 times stronger than steel. Beautiful looking flooring. And then you've got this, houses, cars, and even planes are now being made out of hemp. It's 10 times stronger than steel and much lighter. This is the way of the future. Now, we're also going to be setting up as hemp brokers. That is a massive market. Now, the idea is that we will only sell the display ad at the top. Now, if you take these two adverts, at the top here, the Cannabis Institute, that's the display part. So under the category online training or instruction or whatever, right at the top, there'll be one company only allowed to have this advert. That's $3.95. And there's as much text as they want below. $3.95 is nothing, trust me. Now, here's another example. It's a display ad at the top. Underneath that, where you see herbal sales, that's a smaller ad. Now you can charge 100 Rand if you like for the heading, or to add in a phone number, or there's lots of ways of doing it. And the way you sell these is very simple. You contact the supplier and you say, would you like to be number one in your category? If you do, that's $3.95. If not, you can be one of the smaller ones. If you want your cell number in or your whatever, that's going to be a little bit extra. And if you don't want to pay for any of that, it's free. So we put in a basic advert free, and that's so that we have everything that the market has. Now, the potential is absolutely massive. Here, you've got three different sizes. First of all, we've got 9 different provinces. Now, I'll give an example from just 100 categories, and there's an awful lot more. So 50 of them would be quite unusual things, like extraction machinery. You only need one advert in each province. Very simple. Where you've got a bigger area, something like growing or clothing, then the country can divide it into 25 areas. An area being Durban, Pretoria, Bloemfontein, big ones. Sorry, not Bloemfontein. And then you get the smaller ones where the country is divided into 150 areas, Benoni, Sandton, Bloemfontein, Durban North, and so on. So depending on how popular the item is, depends on the amount there are in each category. But look at this. This is just the provincial one, the smallest one. You get 50 categories with 9 provinces, you're making 177,000 a month. I mean, that is silly money. But then take 40 at 25 and you're making 790,000. And even one more, just 10 of the bigger ones, 592,000. Now, that is absolutely massive. So let's be very cautious and say we just get 10 of each. Out of a couple of hundred, we just get 10 of each. Look at those figures. Now, Monthly costs, it's going to be 10,000 Rand a month, roughly. To get started, you won't need this ad budget at the top for the first 3 months, I should think. So it's just 5,000 Rand. Now, this is assuming that you do it yourself. If you want to get into telecanvasser, obviously you're going to have to pay her. But look at this. If you get one sale a day, just one, 20 days a month, in 12 months, you're on almost 100,000 per month. That's one sale a day. What if you do two? Now, if I were you, I'd get one or two telesales people and just get them to work at it. You can pay them whatever you like, but I'm suggesting you give them 50% of their sales, or even 100% to start with, and then 10% ongoing. Yeah, that would be much better, actually. 100% on the initial sale, and then 10% a month. It still leaves you an awful lot of money. 12 months, one sale a day, 94,000 per telecanvasser. Now, we've got a lot of stuff that you use when you need to. This is the way this is designed. For instance, we've got a webmaster that can do all your IT work, a research girl, two of those, graphic design. Anytime you need things doing, send them to us and we bill you per hour. Very simple. Telecanvases, you can find your own there, and if you're going to use them, and you can negotiate whatever you want to pay them. The deal is very simple. 250,000 gives you 50% share, plus a third of the income after the first year. So in the first year, you keep 100% of the income. Only after that we keep 1/3, you keep 2/3. You finance it if it needs it, which it shouldn't do after a couple of months, then you get a free hand to do it your way. You will understand the market much better than us. We're there for advice and support, but it will remain your business. Now, we're ready to go. We need somebody who has the experience or capabilities to look after this product and can start right away. And the problem is we've got so much work at the moment. Because of our name, Cannabis Oil Research, we get inquiries for all sorts, and it's just grown and grown and grown. We've already turned over more than 30 million, and it's still growing. So this is an absolute gold mine. It really is. For this price, we just want to get the right person in that can do the job and can start right away.